So last year I went car shopping with my son. He's into cars, and I thought it would be fun. And there's a lot of hanging around at the auto dealership. So I'm hanging around with him, and he convinces me to get vanity plates. I start looking at vanity plates, and I ended up ordering one. Um, and my plate basically says Lady DR, as in Lady Doctor, and I thought it was really funny, and cheeky, and it's not really my personality to be like have a flashy car and flashy plates, but it is my personality to be kind of cheeky and funny. So I thought, okay, let's do it. So I have these vanity plates, okay, and now, like recently, I was paused somewhere at an intersection so people could cross, and I see this man looking at my car a lot and then reading my plate, and honestly, this has happened multiple times where people will comment on my plates or my car, and it's always men. And I just realized, like, wow, this is a patriarchal game, basically. Like, this is how men impress each other, right? With the cars, fancy cars. And they'll use other things too. Like, it just made me start thinking about patriarchal games. And it is kind of fun as a woman to be winning in a patriarchal game, you know? Like, the stuff is so stupid, right? All the stuff is so stupid. But, like having a fancy car does not make you any better of a person. It's definitely the worst way to judge a person is by their things. But it is satisfying to win at their dumbass games, right? So I guess I want to share that with you. Like when you look around the world, like, I love luxury things. I mean, who doesn't? They're nicer quality sometimes, and they come with amenities. Um, like I get it. But that's not how like I judge people, right? Like sometimes success is because, in my case, I feel that my success is linked to my valuable skills and the good I do in the world, right? But everyone who has success is, that's not necessarily how they got their success, right? Some are giant scam artists and they get success, right? So you don't want to ever judge somebody's value based on their things, like their nice car, their jewelry, their fancy clothes, their I don't know, their plastic surgery ability to get it, rather, or whatever. Insert the thing, fancy home. Um, but it's just good to keep in mind, like that's what others are doing, right? So you may choose to play the game and have the fancy things, right? But you need to know that it's not linked with anything like true and valuable, right? And you also want, like, it's a great way to assess people too. Like those people who think that only people with nice things are valuable are actually shit people. Okay? Like, this is what I love about doctors though. Like, we have the full range. Okay? Like, I love knowing so many doctors because, like, doctors are such an interesting group. Like, you can, all of this is a successful group in general, right? But you'll have doctors that are like so earthy, crunchy, and they just wear hiking boots every day, and like, just um, casual scrubs, and that's it. Very simple. And then you have like doctors with Lamborghinis, right? And you can't judge them by these things. Like, you can't say, oh, the one that's like wearing a plaid shirt and hiking boots every day is like a failure. Absolutely not. He or she is very successful. Is very successful in their job and career. And then the guy or the gal with the Lamborghini, it doesn't mean anything either. Like, they could be great doctors or terrible doctors, and you don't judge them by their things. So I guess I want to remind you of that. Like, we are living in the patriarchy. You may choose to play the games of the patriarchy and acquire these things because it will sometimes help you open doors and be in the company of people that can get you places. But that is not the way to, in your heart and in your life, to judge people or create your, design your life and create your company, okay, based on how much outward success people are showing. The other thing is sometimes people have Lamborghinis and they're highly leveraged, meaning their net worth is actually shit and everything is just on loans, okay? And sometimes the librarian that you would barely notice, maybe a multimillionaire, okay? So, yeah, something to think about. Let me know your thoughts.